are going to fight our freedom from exile. And we are going to get this freedom from exile. You know, when we started this whole thing, we told the people that we will bring Biafra from diaspora. Some people did not know what we saw. You didn't know what we have seen then. When we were telling you that Biafra, we are going to bring it from diaspora, you don't know. It is happening today. We are going to fight Nigeria from afar. We are defeating them. We are defeating them. We will fight them. We will defeat them. And it is going to, everything will end this year. I want you to understand that the road to Biafra is very, very clear. The template, Biafra freedom, is very clear. I'm asking you, what is the roadmap? What is your roadmap? What is all that? We are going to put those things to rest here in Finland. The Nigerian government today knows that Nigeria has disintegrated. It is only those outside the government of Nigeria that will not understand what is going on, what God has used us to do. Nigeria has collapsed, and our aim and objective is nothing else other than to collapse Nigeria. In as much as you all know what is going on in Israel, we continue to stand with Israel, come rain, come sun, as we wait to enter a different phase of the Biafra freedom in Finland. We have promised Biafra people from day one, after the kidnap of Muslim Mikano, that Biafra is going to come from diaspora, and that's exactly what we're doing. So some of you who were privileged to follow us from the one, you know that we said we will bring Biafra from diaspora. We also said we will make sure that the kidnap of Muslim Mikano is very expensive and will be more costlier than the cost of releasing him. We have achieved that. We've also promised Biafra people that we will make sure that the kidnap of Muslim Mikano is very useless. We have achieved that.
By the power conferred on me as the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile. And after you have voted for the open gate for the Biafra freedom, which is 100% vote, this charter has become a law, and therefore shall be called the Biafra Helsinki Declaration 2023.
Land Fellow Biafrans, good afternoon, good morning, and good night to some of you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Join me, fellow Biafrans all around the world. Fellow Biafrans all around the world, join me on this very important update and very important broadcast. Welcome, welcome, fellow brothers, fellow comrades, freedom fighters, the real Biafrans all around the world. I welcome you to today's broadcast. Please, while you are joining me, indicate where you are watching from. Are you in the convention? Are you on your way to the convention? Are you in Finland? Indicate your location. It is very important. I want you to tell me where you are watching me from. Good morning once again, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on your location and your time zone. I welcome you to today's broadcast. It's been quite a while. I've not been online. But thank God today, it's possible that I come online today. I've been off and on, quite busy with some other certain things, some other issues. A lot is happening. Fellow Biafrans, wherever you are watching me from, please, I welcome you. Indicate your location. And I want to know, are you going to the convention? Tomorrow is the D-Day. Tomorrow is the D-Day. The convention proper starts tomorrow. And if you are not part of the convention, our Prime Minister in his emergency broadcast yesterday said that the convention will be aired live to Biafrans. So if you are not going, you are as well going to be watching it live on different accounts, either on Facebook, either on Twitter, either on TikTok, and other social media platforms. Of the autopiloted, the real Biafrans. I really appreciate you wherever you're joining me from. Please, while you come in, like and share so that other people can get notification and join us in today's broadcast. It has been a while, but a lot is happening. A lot has happened, and a lot will continue to happen. Please indicate your location so that I can acknowledge your presence. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining, and welcome. This broadcast is coming to you courtesy Biafra Writers of Conscience, BWOC, of the Biafran Republic Government in Exile. You are watching me live on our Facebook page. And later on, it will be shared on other platforms, including our YouTube pages. So you're welcome, fellow Biafrans, wherever you're watching me all around the world. My name still remains David Nana. I'm reaching you from my location. As you can see, a lot is happening. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your thumbs up. Thank you, and I welcome you. Biafra or Biafra, that is where we are heading. You can see that I'm full of smiles. I am full of smiles because we are getting to our destination. We are getting our freedom, and there is nothing the enemy can do. The saboteurs, today is the last day. You have to play your card. Those who have been sabotaging since time immemorial, your time stops today. Because after today, a lot is going to happen in the liberation of the Biafran people. Thank you so much, Mickey Leo. All hail Biafra. Mickey Leo, thank you so much. Where are you watching from? You're welcome. After the convention, saboteurs will go extinct. Today is the last day you have to sabotage Biafra. After today, your own is finished. And if you have not been able to succeed since time immemorial, there is no way you are going to succeed again. Because we are close to our destination, and after tomorrow, after the Helsinki Declaration, after the convention in Finland, a lot of people will now understand that we are in Biafra. The non-state actors in Biafra land will understand that the music have changed. The Nigerian terrorist government will understand that yes, these people have come, they have fought, they have seen, and they have conquered. Biafra is going to be restored. We are going to get our freedom, and the freedom of Biafran starts from tomorrow, after the convention. So if you are a Biafran, and you are not in Finland by now, well, I will not say you are missing a lot. But for the fact that you will not be there physically, you are missing the convention proper, but you'll be briefed. The activity that will be going on in Finland, in Helsinki, will be televised live online for every Biafran to join and follow what is going on. So today, everywhere is agog. Everywhere it is happening. Left and right, center, middle, everywhere. All routes, all flights, all road heads to Finland, where the convention is taking place. Finland to the world. Our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, has brought Finland to the world. A lot of Biafrans don't know where Finland is. A lot of Biafrans don't know that there is a country called Finland. But the activities of Simon Ekpa, the Biafran Republic government in exile, and this convention have been able to bring Finland to the fold, to the world. People can now be so proud to talk about Finland. They can now know that Finland exists and there is a Biafran that is in Finland that is fighting for the liberation of the Biafran people. And that is our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa. The good guy, the Prime Minister of the Biafran Republic government in exile. So the whole world is now focused on the convention that will be taking place from tomorrow, the 20th of October, 2023. Today is the 19th day of October 2023, and I'm reaching you live from my location. So today, I want to ask fellow Biafrans, how are you feeling all around the world? How are you feeling about the Biafran Liberation Movement, the project that Nnamdi Kanu started? And today, Mazi Simon Ekpa is piloting the affairs of IPOB worldwide. Mazi Simon Ekpa have been able to bring Finland to the world. And this is the greatest awareness that have been created by the Biafran movement, by the Biafran liberation, since the end of the Nigerian Civil War, 1967 to 1970. Biafra have not been so pronounced. Biafra have not been so noticed in the world stage other than now. The greatest awareness of Biafra is now, and it is happening in Finland. Thank you for joining me. Thank you, fellow Biafrans. Ngwoke Okechukwu, I really appreciate every one of you who is joining me today. Finland to the world, the Biafran liberation is going places. Everyone is talking about it. The Nigerian government are talking about it. The British government are talking about it. The American government are talking about it. The French government, Germany, Europe, America, Asia, Africa. Everyone is talking about this convention. What a great nation we have. Biafra. This is Biafra Gate 2023, and it's happening live and direct. A lot of people who are skeptical, a lot of people who don't believe in Biafra, a lot of people who thought that what is happening is a joke or is a child's play, they can now categorically understand that the Biafran liberation movement have come to stay. They can understand right now that it's no longer a child's play. They can understand right now that Biafrans are ready and eager to exit Nigeria. The convention itself is a very big plus to the Biafran liberation, to the Biafran people all over the world. And it is a very big minus for those who have subjugated us into slavery for a very long time. I talk about the British government. I talk about the international community, because they are part and parcel of what that is happening in Biafra land today. As a matter of fact, everybody is talking about the international communities. They are talking about Israel and Palestine. They are talking about Hamas. They are talking about the terrorists in other nations that have besieged Israel through Gaza. The international community are talking about them. They are talking about Ukraine and Russia. This is where the international community have focused their attention. Because to them, Biafran life does not matter. African life does not matter. But worst atrocities are happening in Biafra than in Russia. What atrocities are happening in Biafra than in Israel and Palestine or in Gaza? But because our life to them does not matter, they don't want to talk about it. And that is why it is very important that every one of you and I, who is a Biafran, must stand up and fight to make sure that this time the international community will not escape talking about Biafra. Because they want you to believe that they care for you. They want us to believe that they care for the whole world. Whereas they only care for themselves. They only care for Asia. They only care for Europe. They only care for America. They don't care for Africa. That is why your life does not matter to them. That is why the Fulanis can do everything they are doing to exterminate us. The British will look the other way around. The international community will not even feel that anything is happening in Biafra land. But just 2 days or a week ago, every news is now focused on Israel and Gaza and Hamas and Palestinian and Israeli soldiers. Because to them, these are the people who are human beings. You and I are not human beings to them. But we are going to prove to them that we are more humans than them. We have the same blood that flows in their veins. We have it in our own. So therefore, after the convention that is taking place tomorrow, the international community will have no choice than to talk about Biafra, because we are going to increase the delegitimization of the Nigerian government in Biafran territory. And that is when they will be forced to come and report what is happening in Biafran territory. So fellow Biafrans, wherever you are watching me from, fellow freedom lovers, fellow freedom fighters all around the world, the Helsinki Declaration is what we are talking about today. If you have not grabbed your copy of the Biafran Charter, try as much as possible to grab your copy. If you know anybody that is going to Finland, book a copy of the Biafran Charter. It is very important that those, including those who are doubting Thomases, who feel that Biafra should be a career, who feel that agitation should not exceed being agitation, try as much as possible to grab your copy now, because the Biafran liberation is entering another stage from tomorrow. As a matter of fact, fellow Biafrans have converged. Some are still on their way to Helsinki in Finland for the convention that is taking place from tomorrow. And it's very important that all eyes is focused on Finland, because according to our Prime Minister, a lot is going to happen from the convention venue. He says, according to the broadcast he had yesterday, that a lot of treaties will be signed. A lot of treaties will be signed in Helsinki. And a lot of declarations will be made concerning our freedom, concerning our state in Biafra, concerning our nation, Biafra. A lot of declarations will be made. So if you are a Biafran, you have to be prepared for tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be a very special day for Biafrans all over the world. Tomorrow, those who believed that Mazi Simon Ekpa is doing nothing, tomorrow they are going to be shamed. Those who thought that Biafran Republic government in exile is a joke, tomorrow they are going to be shamed. Those who thought that Biafran liberation should not pass the agitation stage, tomorrow they are going to be ashamed of themselves. Because the Biafran liberation is going to take a new turn from tomorrow, where the convention, where Biafrans all around the world are arriving to have a referendum convention in Finland. So it is very important that you join and create this awareness to everyone that tomorrow is going to be productive. Tomorrow is going to be interesting when it comes to Biafra and Biafra restoration. So wherever you are all around the world, we are inviting you to Finland to hook up on the self-referendum convention that will be kicking off from tomorrow. And our Prime Minister is receiving international dignitaries from all around the world. The Biafran Republic government in exile cabinet, everyone is converging in Helsinki tomorrow for the all-important convention that have been online for a very long time, if not more than 3 months. A lot of declarations will be made tomorrow and Friday and Saturday. So it is very important and imperative that even those who have been sabotaging the struggle, They have been invited. The Nigerian government have been invited. The British, everybody, as long as you can find your way to Finland, come to the convention and witness a groundbreaking convention of the Biafran people, where the Prime Minister and other speakers will be outlining the processes, the procedures for the activation of the Biafran de facto government in our homeland. Because Biafra is here and Biafra have come to stay. There is nothing anybody can do about it. A lot of people who don't actually understand what is happening thought that, oh, it is business as usual. As every one of you can understand, look at what is happening in the Biafran territory. Gone are the days where our people are being molested, our people are being killed at will, our people are being disappeared at will. Gone are the days that the terrorist Nigerian government invade communities, abduct men, abduct women, kill youths. Gone are the days. It is no longer happening because the Biafran Liberation Army have taken charge of the Biafran territory. Every other armed group that is fighting for the liberation of the Biafran people are now working diligently to make sure that the terrorist Nigerian government, the terrorist enablers, they are now handicapped in Biafran territory. That is why there is no more killings in Biafran territory. Rather, the terrorists are being evicted from the Biafran land. It is very important that many people understand that this convention that will be taking place tomorrow, that a lot of things will be revealed. You see, a lot of people don't know actually that Biafra is here with us. A lot of people don't know actually that Mazi Simon Ekpa have been making international groundbreaking achievements tomorrow and during this convention. Mazi Simon Ekpa will unveil most of the achievements that the Biafran government in exile have achieved so far. This convention is going to be an eye-opener for most of our people who have been into the sabotage of the liberation of the Biafran people. The governors of the Southeast, the political leaders of the Southeast, including those who are part and parcel of our leaders' court case, the lawyers. They thought that it's business as usual. This convention is going to open a lot of things where a lot of our people who are blinded by the actions and activities of the DOS and the lawyers, a lot of people's eyes will be opened for them to actually understand that we are in Biafra, and the Biafran Liberation Army, the Biafran Republic government in exile, are geared towards the restoration of the kingdom of God on this planet Earth. So the convention is going to serve so many purposes. First of all, the de facto government in our homeland will be inaugurated. Those who will be charged with the responsibility of overseeing the governance of Biafran territory, they will be inaugurated tomorrow. Their terms of references will be made to them tomorrow. The Biafran Charter, what you need to know about the federating states and Biafra, what you need to know about Biafra as a nation, what you need to know about the creation of job opportunities in Biafra, every information you want to know about your country, Biafra, it is contained in the Biafran Charter. That is why it is very important That is why you cannot escape. You cannot skip having a Biafran charter, the booklet of the Biafran charter, to know what and what that you as a Biafran need to know in our nation, Biafra land. The Helsinki Convention, the convention in Biafra, the convention in Finland tomorrow will shed more light into the referendum, the self-referendum that will be conducted in Biafran territory. Because our Prime Minister said after the convention, a lot of things will be made open to Biafrans. Because a lot of hidden things that have not been made open to Biafrans is being left because of the convention. Okay? And this convention is an avenue to make it known to the Biafran people. Those things, those achievements that have been made, that is waiting for the convention before they can be made public, they will be made public from tomorrow. The actions and activities the Biafran Republic government in exile will take henceforth against the Nigerian government for the detaining of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be made public in this convention. The issues of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be made public in this convention. The next sit-at-home measures, the next delegitimization of the Nigerian government will be made public in this convention. The step-to-step template being used to make sure that we take out the terrorist Nigerian government from Biafran land will be made public as well tomorrow, or from tomorrow rather. So it is very important that you key in on the actions and activities that will be coming out from Finland from tomorrow, the 20th of October 2023. You see, a lot of people don't really understand that Mazi Simon Ekpa is making tremendous progress in the restoration of this Biafran project. When you take your mind back to 2018, when our leader was here with us, our leader made a lot of progresses in the liberation of the Biafran people. But unfortunately, our leader was surrounded by people of unlike minds, people who don't really support his ideas, people who don't really want Biafra to be restored, but they were hiding under IPOB to sabotage the actions and activities of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB, the genuine members of IPOB who wanted Biafra to be restored. 2018 up to this moment, you can see there have been a lot of changes. A lot of positive changes have been made. A lot of progresses have been made. A lot of achievements have been made. Since 2020 to this moment, Mazi Simon Ekpa with the Biafran Republic government in exile have been able to skyrocket Biafra agitation to the highest level. The establishment of the Biafran Republic government in exile was the antidote needed for these achievements to be made. Because when our leader was here with us, IPOB was being piloted or being managed by group-to-group issues. People were being delegated to do certain things and they were not doing it. People were taking money from the IPOB coffers and were not doing what they were supposed to do with the money. People were using IPOB monies to send containers to Nigeria to make a living. Our leader was going to UN, going to America, going to international community, creating awareness on the need to support the Biafran liberation, on the need to evict terrorists in our land. Most of our people who were with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu were indirectly taking money and directly taking money from the same Nigerian government that our leader was fighting against and sabotaging the activities of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, sabotaging the activities of IPOB. And our leader could not make meaningful headways in the restoration project. But when Mazi Simon Ekpa came on board in 2019, and our leader recognized Mazi Simon Ekpa, saw the doggedness in him, saw the courage in him, saw the fearlessness in him, saw the truthfulness in Mazi Simon Ekpa, and saw the need for him to work with Mazi Simon Ekpa, boom, they planned and kidnapped our leader and incarcerated him in Nigeria. And those charged with the responsibility of making sure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is released, making sure that the Nigerian government paid for their atrocities against our leader and the Biafran people. The Nigerian government now embraced them, gave them money, bought properties for them, and they were cajoled into selling their own leader, thinking that when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is out of the way, the Biafran liberation will be derailed. But when they saw that Mazi Simon Ekpa is coming up to defend Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and will be another stumbling block on their quest for the destruction of this restoration, they started fighting Mazi Simon Ekpa in order to as well derail him from the project. Unfortunately for them, Mazi Simon Ekpa was not their match. Unfortunately for them as well, the Nigerian government understand that Mazi Simon Ekpa is not Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They did everything humanly possible to make sure that they tried to stop Mazi Simon Ekpa. They bought those who are buyable. Those who even were fighting with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they bought almost all of them. And they dropped the agitation for Biafra and started fighting against Mazi Simon Ekpa. Mazi Simon Ekpa came on board and promised our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and the Biafran people that he is not going to betray our leader. Neither is he going to betray the Biafran liberation or the Biafran restoration. Many Biafrans at the onset were skeptical about Mazi Simon Ekpa. Some don't actually know where he's coming from. Some thought he's another Owazirike coming to take money from Biafrans. Some thought he came to make a living as well, like them. But Mazi Simon Ekpa stood his ground, promised Biafrans that he will do everything humanly possible to make sure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is released. He also promised that he will do everything humanly possible to make sure that Biafra is restored. As a matter of fact, he said that he is going to be the last bus stop of all those who have betrayed Biafrans. And he started his work diligently by passing a vote of no confidence on the leadership of IPOB, then DOS, who were supposed to be the pilots of the affairs when our leader was not there. Mazi Simon Ekpa have proven to the Biafran people that he can be trusted. That he can be trusted Mazi Simon Ekpa had proven to the Biafran people that he is reliable. And immediately Mazi Simon Ekpa came on board. He instituted the Biafran Republic government in exile. He called for all those men and women of goodwill who have something to offer for Biafrans to come on board. And Biafrans came on board. A lot of Biafrans who have the same mindset with Mazi Simon Ekpa, who have the same mindset with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who are selfless, who want to contribute for the restoration of their nation, came on board and joined Mazi Simon Ekpa in this liberation movement. Mazi Simon Ekpa as well called upon our elders in our homeland, those who are genuinely fighting for the restoration and the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to come on board. And a lot of people came on board. Mazi Simon Ekpa also called on every armed group in Biafran land that are genuinely fighting for the restoration of Biafra to come under one umbrella. Everybody heeded this advice and came under that umbrella of Biafra Republic government in exile. All armed groups accepted to work with the Biafran Republic government in exile. Mazi Simon Ekpa now sent emissaries to Biafra land, all nook and crannies of Biafra, to get people's opinion on this restoration of Biafra. Those who are part and parcel of Biafra, those who felt that they are ignored, those who felt that they are not taken into consideration before putting them into Biafra land, everybody were consulted. And people started giving their opinion and their interest in joining Biafra. And today, the rest is history. Now, Mazi Simon Ekpa took it to another level. Since the Nigerian government said that there is no referendum in their constitution, he devised another means where Biafrans will now decide where they want to belong. They will wholeheartedly decide which country they want to belong to, either to remain in the zoo or embrace Biafra. He now said there will be a self-referendum convention in Finland, where Biafrans will be educated on the need that we are going to have our self-referendum, where everybody will have a chance to say his opinion where he or she wants to belong to. Okay? And this is what is happening starting from tomorrow. Biafrans all over the world are so proud of Mazi Simon Ekpa. Biafrans all over the world are in love with Finland for at least protecting the right of Mazi Simon Ekpa to agitate and fight for the freedom of its people. Because if not that Finland supported Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Nigerian government are ready to pay billions or trillions of dollars to extradite Mazi Simon Ekpa, to even kidnap him from Finland. But Finland or Finnish people, being people who are so concerned about democracy, who are so concerned about the rights of their citizens and the right of other people to live, they said no, they cannot fold their hands and watch the Nigerian government come for their citizen who is fighting a just cause for his people. So we are so grateful for the Finnish people and the Finland. And that is why today, Biafrans all over the world are converging in Finland for this self-referendum convention that is happening from tomorrow. No matter what the British government, we understand that they are cancelling flights to Finland. This is another divide they have devised in order to stop Biafrans from going to the convention. But a lot of Biafrans are already on the convention proper. So it is happening live in Finland from tomorrow. It is going to be one of the biggest events of the 21st century. because Biafra is only a nation that Africans are waiting for to take the lead before every other nation, every other indigenous nation can come up and fight for their freedom. And that is why you see it can never be easy. It has not been easy. But we are getting there. Okay? The Biafran Republic government in exile are doing everything humanly possible to make sure that this convention will be recorded among the best in the history of the Biafran Restoration Project. Yes, my brother Sabinus, all flight to Finland and all road to Finland, all must hail Biafran. Yes, Biafrans are trooping in their droves to Finland for this convention because it's very important. Our freedom is long overdue. This convention will usher in a new lot of hope for Biafrans, including those who are called themselves Nigerians, because a lot of our people are ignorant. You know, Nigerians are ignorant of what is happening in their own locality. And if you are a Nigerian, and you don't know what is happening, please, what is happening is that a lot is happening in Finland, and the Biafran people are having their convention, self-referendum convention, where a lot of things will be made public to the Biafran people concerning their restoration, concerning their liberation from the terrorist-governed Nigerian government. From the terrorist Nigerian government that have subjugated Biafrans to slavery for a very long time. That shackles of slavery, that chain, will be broken from tomorrow. That is what is happening in Finland from tomorrow. The chains of slavery that the British chained Biafrans, the chains of slavery that the British, through their Fulani controlled government in Nigeria, that chain of slavery will be broken by Biafran people from tomorrow. So that is actually what is happening. And I really want to appreciate every Biafran who is going to Finland. Just like our Prime Minister said yesterday, about 300 Biafrans are expected in Finland, irrespective of the fact that some flights were cancelled. A lot of people paid through their nose to make sure that they make it to Finland. For you to know that it's not a child's play. So if you are not part of the convention, don't worry. Our Prime Minister said it's going to be aired live, online, for every Biafran to join and follow what is happening. So fellow Biafrans, wherever you are watching me all around the world, from tomorrow, those who have been sabotaging the movement for the restoration of Biafra, their sabotage will expire. They have only today. Only today. Today is their last day of sabotage. And if they have been sabotaging since time immemorial, they couldn't succeed. They can never succeed again. Tomorrow, the future of Biafra will be defined. You as a Biafran, wherever you are all around the world, you are passing through stress. We are suffering all around the world. Tomorrow, the future of our nation will be defined. The future of your children will be defined. The life we are going to live in Biafra will be defined. The building of Biafra will be defined. So everything is happening tomorrow. 2 days, tomorrow and next tomorrow, Friday and Saturday, a lot will be happening in Finland. And it's very important that you and I should be online to follow on what is happening. A lot of people are as well going to hang themselves because they thought that the Biafran Republic government in exile are joking. After tomorrow, a lot of people will be convinced that Biafra is here and there is nothing anybody can do about it. Coming to the kidnap of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You see, one of the reasons why our leader was kidnapped, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is to stop what is going to happen tomorrow. The reason for our leader's kidnap was, first of all, for them to conduct the election they conducted, their presidential election. And secondly, to stop the agitation for Biafra. That is their two primary aims and objective for the kidnap of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The reason that the Nigerian government spent huge sums of money, paid members of the DOS, all of them, paid them off, bribed every nation, every journalist, every news media in the world, was to stop the Biafra from emerging as a nation. But today, just like our Prime Minister said, we have made the kidnap of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, very expensive for the Nigeria and the British government as well. We have equally made it useless, the kidnap of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because the reason they kidnapped him, that same reason is still happening today. They wanted to stop the Biafran liberation. Did they succeed? No. They wanted to stop us from talking about Biafra. They wanted to stop you and I from talking about Biafra. They have not succeeded because we are still talking about Biafra. They wanted to stop the actualization of Biafra. They wanted to stop you and I from creating awareness to the international community about the restoration of the Biafra people or the Biafran nation. Did they succeed? No. Today you can bear me witness, you can agree with me that the whole international community is aware of the convention that is happening in Finland. So they did not succeed in stopping that awareness. They as well wanted to stop the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They just want us to be talking about the release. But we are talking about the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and we are talking about the restoration of the Biafran project. So the fight for Biafra is in all dimensions. While the Biafran Liberation Army are evicting the terrorists from our land, the Biafran de facto government are taking the governance of Biafran territory to Biafrans. And the Biafran Republic government in exile are also creating that awareness in international stage, discussing with government of the world. So you see that the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not stop Biafra. I can never stop Biafra. And we are going to do everything humanly possible to make sure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is released. No matter what it will cost for him to be released, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu must regain his freedom because he committed no crime. Today, in my location, I had an information. As a matter of fact, one of the members of the defunct DOS, I had an information that these people, they had a meeting with the lawyers of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They had a meeting with the lawyers of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Michael Zokome and co. And you ask yourself, why with IPOB coordinators, why with IPOB representative of the DOS have meetings with the lawyers of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? What are they going to talk about? if not to go into negotiation, if not to go into agreement with the Nigerian government? Why are the lawyers calling IPOB representative of the ODOS to come and have meeting with them concerning the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra? Why? Because they are negotiating how they are going to be keeping our leader in detention while their business is booming, while the Nigerian government is releasing thousands and thousands of dollars to them, and they are keeping our leader in detention. The courts have asked you to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Why are they keeping him? Why are they still keeping our leader in detention? Why is the lawyers not releasing our leader? Why is the lawyer so concerned about one Nigeria? These same lawyers that are concerned about one Nigeria are the ones telling you that the Nigerian government is holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu against his will. Whereas they, the lawyers, are part and parcel of the problem that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is facing today. Ezokome was seen the other day, where he was having his media chat and was begging the Nigerian government that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will accept one Nigeria. And you can imagine such a thing. These are the same lawyers that are having meetings with former IPOB coordinators all around the world. Having meetings with them. And you ask yourself, why are they having meetings upon meetings upon meetings? Why are they not releasing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Because they have seen that the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the real IPOB, Biafran Republic government in exile, have made it difficult for the Nigerian government not to breathe because of the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is why they are trying to find a way of coming out of this problem they find themselves in. That is to tell you that they are not going to succeed. They tried to succeed. They succeeded in kidnapping our leader. They wanted to succeed in trying to stop the Biafran liberation. They started killing our commanders. They started the sabotage. They started plenty bounty on on our prime minister. They started doing all manner of things in order to stop the liberation of the Biafran people. But the Biafran Republic government in exile and our prime minister Mazi Simon Ekpa is a very big nut to crack. These are people who are prepared to do everything humanly possible to liberate the Biafran people from the slavery that the Nigerian and the British government have been enslaved of for a very long time. So all these declarations are going to be made available to the Biafran people from tomorrow, because the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is being made useless by the actions and activities of the Biafran Republic government in exile. And I want to also let our people know, a lot of people who don't actually know what is happening thought that Ifeanyi Ejiofor was doing something for our leader. Not knowing that Ifeanyi Ejiofor, Ifeanyi Oba, all of them are working together with members of the DOS in order to make sure that they derail the Biafran movement. Soludo, Hope Uzodinma, all the governors of the Southeast are all in this together. They are the reason why our leader is still in detention. They thought that they can succeed with what they are doing to cage Mazi Simon Ekpa. That is the reason why they are still holding our leader. They thought they can succeed with Mazi Simon Ekpa. All their evil plans against Mazi Simon Ekpa, they thought they can succeed That is why they are still holding our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But it's unfortunate they cannot succeed and can never succeed. And I want to inform every one of them, it is very important they don't understand that after the convention, a lot of things are going to be made public to the Biafran people, just like our Prime Minister promised. So fellow Biafrans, wherever you are watching all around the world, I really welcome you. One day to go. All road leads to Finland. All flight leads to Finland. Finland to the world. We love the Finnish people for protecting our Prime Minister. We love them. We appreciate them. During the war, we understand that the Finnish people stood by Biafrans, and they have demonstrated that love as well at this particular time. So Finland to the world, and make sure you grab your copy of the Biafran Charter, because a lot of things will be made public, and the Biafran people will be very happy and pleased of this generation of Biafra, which you and I are part and parcel of, to make sure that our children no longer suffer what we passed through, what our grandfathers, our fathers passed through in that contraction called Nigeria. We are going to make sure that our children will never pass through that same situation. That is why everybody's hands must be on deck to support our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, to support the Biafran Republic government in exile in their template for the restoration of a Biafran nation, where you and I will be proud of, where you and I will be part and parcel of the government of our people, where the government is very close to the governed, where each and every citizen of Biafra will participate in the governance of their territory. This is what we want. This is what we need. And that is what we are going to get. As a matter of fact, the door is open. From tomorrow, Biafra exit starts from tomorrow on a larger scale, where the delegitimization of the Nigerian government will now be in full gear. The eviction of the territories from our land will be in full glare of the international community, because they thought that we are joking, they thought that we are playing, but they can understand that now the Biafran people are ready to exit Nigeria for good, to save lives, because a lot of people have died for this restoration. Those who have died can never be happier. The likes of Ikonso and Gentle, who were killed for believing in what they believe on, for believing on Biafra, for fighting for Biafra. These people, their souls can never rest until Biafra is restored. The same thing applies to all those children that were starved, all those our great-grandfathers that were starved during the Biafran Nigerian Civil War. They cannot be happier. The only happiness and the peace that we have is the restoration of the Biafran nation, and that is starting from tomorrow. Helsinki is making history tomorrow. Helsinki will be remembered in a very long time. Finland is entering the book of records. Finland is going to be remembered from eternity to eternity, from generations to generation. Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Biafran Republic government in exile, You and I, who are fighting diligently for the restoration of Biafra, nobody is going to forget about you. Biafrans, generations yet unborn, will read about you and will read about us for restoring God's kingdom on this planet Earth. So you should be proud of yourself as a Biafran. Wherever you are watching me all around the world, you should be proud of yourself as a Biafran. Because history is about to be made. And that history starts from tomorrow. All roads, all flights, all routes lead to Helsinki in Finland, where it will happen. Self-referendum convention of the Biafran nation will be taking place. The international communities are aware. The Nigerian government are also aware. We understand they sent their terrorists to Finland, not knowing that the Finnish authorities are also on the lookout for them. And when they got to Finland, they started running helter-skelter. So every one of you, a Biafran, who are part and parcel of this liberation, you are making history. And your name is going to be for eternity, for fighting for the restoration of God's kingdom on this planet Earth. So those of you who are going to Finland, you are privileged to be part and parcel of this history in the making. We love you, we appreciate you. And let me bring you one information. For those of you who are not going, who didn't go. From my location, there were about some people who were about to go to Finland. But unfortunately, they were denied visa. And part of the reason why they were denied visa was because the Nigerian government were sponsoring terrorists from some certain African countries to Finland. So the Finnish authorities, the Finnish embassies, were so much skeptical about anybody coming from anywhere all around Africa. Okay? So most people, if you know, you were denied visa to Finland, please, just take it with a pinch of salt. It was because of the actions and activities of the Nigerian terrorist state against our Prime Minister and against the Finnish people. That is why most people were denied visa, especially from African countries, from going to Finland. So, and what we are going to Finland to do is to witness the convention where the restoration of the Biafran nation will be talked about, where the self-referendum, we are going to have our convention of how the self-referendum will be conducted. So for that reason, and I believe it's because of that reason that it will be aired live for every Biafran who missed the opportunity of being there live to as well follow it online. So if you really missed being in Finland, don't worry. The convention will be made live to you in various platforms all around the world. So I want to really appreciate every one of you who joined. I want you to like, to share, so that other people will get this notification and join this broadcast. I'll as well watch it later, because it is happening live and direct from tomorrow from Helsinki in Finland. Those who don't believe that Mazi Simon Ekpa can do it can now believe. Those who thought that sabotage is all they need in life will now know that it pays not to sabotage the freedom of your people. At least a lot of people will now be regretting their actions against the Biafran liberation and the Biafran restoration. A lot of people will commit suicide after tomorrow. Okay? Because a lot of things will be made public to the Biafran people. That is why it is very important that you grab your copy of the Biafran Charter. It is available. I think he said it's $100. It is available where every information you need to know about Biafra is being documented for Biafrans all around the world. So I really appreciate you for coming. I thank you for joining. Please like and share so that other people can get the notification. I want to also appreciate most of our people who joined. I want to thank Nkwoke Okechukwu. I really appreciate you for coming. I want to thank Chimremeze Anayo. I want to thank you for joining. Chus Ngwe, I thank you for joining. Frank Anyoha, I thank you. Ifadigo Eze Nwachineke Kibo, I thank you for joining. Mickey Leo, I really thank you. I appreciate your presence. Nkwoke Okechukwu, I really appreciate your presence. A lot I hear. I really appreciate every one of you who joined in today's broadcast. Please like and share so that other people can get this notification and as well join the broadcast. Mazi Sabinus, I really appreciate you as well. I thank you all for watching. Please, if you are not part of this liberation, you are missing a lot. If you are not part of this restoration, you are missing a lot. If you are not part of the Biafran Republic government in exile, if you are not part of the Biafran Liberation Army, if you are not part of the Black Marines, if you are not part of the resistance fighters, if you are not part of the autopilot, you have missed a lot. Because your names will be forgotten when the history of Biafra restoration will be written. And I love what our Prime Minister said. Our Prime Minister said that it is not what you are going to call him today that matters. It is the name that you will call him in 10 years or 5 years or 20 years time that will matter to him. Because by then, Biafra is fully here with us. And people will read about you. People will read about us. People will read about how the Biafran people took the bull by the horn and destroyed the terrorists who have enslaved them for decades and got their freedom. This is actually what matters. The freedom of the Biafran people. And that freedom starts from tomorrow. The convention in Finland will be an eye-opener for everyone who have been blind, who cannot see the reason to join this liberation for the restoration of God's kingdom on this planet Earth. I want to really appreciate every one of you who have been joined me in this broadcast. It's been long. I've not been coming online because of certain things, and I really appreciate you. I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. Please continue to share and like, and make sure you are part and parcel of tomorrow and next tomorrow, because history is about to be made. And if you see Simon, Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister of the Biafran Republic government in exile, Odogwu Kobo, appreciate Mazi Simon Ekpa. The reason Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still alive today is because of Mazi Simon Ekpa and the Biafran Republic government in exile. The reason that you and I can talk about Biafra today is because of Mazi Simon Ekpa and the Biafran Republic government in exile. The reason that the terrorists are now afraid of Biafrans in Biafran land is because of Mazi Simon Ekpa and the Biafran Republic government in exile. And you and I who are creating that awareness. So appreciate yourself as well. As I appreciate you, appreciate yourself, because we are doing wonderfully well. And it is not yet over until it is over. Tomorrow is a very big day. The convention is going to be an eye-opener for most of our people who are blind by what Nigerian government have done to them. Only the wise will understand the situation we are in now. Only the wise will understand that Biafra is here. And it requires only a kick. And that kick is starting from earth. Thank you so much for joining me. Like and share so that other people can get the notification. I really appreciate every one of you who joined in today's broadcast. Tomorrow we are going to still be alive. We are going to be live and direct to bring to you what is happening in Helsinki. The Helsinki Declaration. The Helsinki Declaration, we are going to bring it to you live and direct from Finland. Thank you, Chinato Esther Isaac. Thank you so much for joining. We are going to bring to the notice of the Biafran people what is happening in Helsinki tomorrow, so that everybody will be abreast with what is happening all around the world. Biafran is what we are getting, and there is nothing anybody can do about it. Fellow Biafrans, thank you for joining me. I want to really appreciate all the cabinet members of the Biafran Republic government in exile. They are doing wonderfully well. I want to also appreciate Maazidim Justice of the Biafran Writers of Conscience and fellow comrades, under whose platform this broadcast is coming to you live. I really appreciate every one of you. I want to appreciate you as well, you that is watching, and you that have shared. I really appreciate you. Please make it a date with us tomorrow. Try as much as possible to be online. Everywhere is agog. Go to internet, go to our Prime Minister's wall. Biafrans are trooping in their droves in Finland for the convention. And I don't want to miss a beat. I'll be 247 online on Twitter to see what is happening there. So thank you, fellow Biafrans, for watching me. As I sign out from my location, I say, may Chukwu Okike Abiyama continue to be with you and give our leader the strength to hold on, because in no distant time, our leader, Ohamadike 1, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, will be released and Biafra will be declared. Then we can sing the Lord's song, victory song, in a blessed land of Chukwu Okike Abiyama itself, the land of the rising sun. Ndewo n'umu Chineke. Thank you as I sign out from my location. See you next time. Bye.